Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I have for you a plan with me for the week of March 18th through the 24th. And this week I am using the Alice, I think it's like a mini kit from POPCO, now named POPCO Stickers. I'm also pulling in some silver foil glitter headers from Sticky Sloth Designs, that blue freebie that I also got from a Sticky Sloth Designs order. I don't know what color that foil is, but if I can find it, I will let you know. And then I've got a couple more silver foiled icons as well that I'll be bringing in. So this kit I bought only with the full boxes page and then the functional page plus the glitter headers. So again, as I've been doing, I am just pulling in some like quarter boxes, scallop labels, those sorts of things from previous kits that I just have leftovers of. It's been really nice the beginning of this year getting to use up a lot of the extras I've had. I've always felt bad about just tossing them, so I've been basically like saving and Frankensteining pieces together and like color coordinating all the different pieces, like quarter boxes, all in one section of my sticker kit storage, just so I can kind of start buying if shops offer the option of buying a la carte, just basically buying what I need, and then, which is mostly just the full boxes page, and then pulling in all the leftovers I have. So like I said, I've really been liking that. So this week I did pre-plan where my boxes were going and what glitter header colors I was going to do for each day. But when I was pre-planning, I had a bit of trouble just because the deco in this kit is repeated so many times in each box, like especially the hat. And so I didn't really want like all the hats together, but it was really hard to separate them. But looking at it now, I am really happy with the full box layout that I picked. I think it works for me. So just going in now with my glitter headers. It's fun to kind of switch up and use kits from Chrissy's shop because she does use the chunky glitter header. And you'll see here in a little bit, or as you saw when I was showing you what I'm using, I do pull in some, I don't know if it's called confetti or just dot silver glitter headers from Sticky Sloth Designs. And I think it looks really good against the chunky glitter because it doesn't get lost and it doesn't look too busy. So just finishing it with my glitter headers, and then I believe I do move on to the foil after that. I mean, if you've watched my previous plan with me, you probably know that Sticky Sloth Designs is one of my favorites when it comes to shops for foil. I think her prices are pretty good and her foil is pretty decent. And I don't know, this week I just really wanted to pull in a lot of foil, and because these boxes are a part of like a mini kit or a horizontal kit, I don't remember the format. The boxes are shorter than the typical like Erin Condren full box would be, so I couldn't pull in any overlays, so I thought that the glitter headers would just be, or the foil header overlays would be the perfect thing to pull in. So this does take me quite a bit of time, and I do use tweezers because I like to minimize the fingerprints on the background as much as possible. But I think I got into a groove with using these. I'm still fairly new to using glitter, not glitter, foil. So it makes me nervous when I use it just because it is a bit pricey. And since it's on clear paper, you can use undo, but it can ruin the foil, like if you bend it too much. And also, if any of the sticker or paper underneath lifts up, you're kind of SOL at that point. So I've been slowly introducing foil into my kits, mostly with icons, but I'm trying with kind of the clear overlays too, just because I think it's so much fun to pull in. All right, so now moving on to the weekend. I've got 2 more blue boxes. These 2 pages end up being pretty blue heavy, which works for me because blue is one of my favorite colors. And also, forewarning, I use a lot of undo in this spread just because, actually, I don't know why. I was just having trouble even though I pre-planned. I apparently didn't plan well enough, and then sorry, I always yawn so much while doing these voiceovers. But stickers just weren't going down where I wanted them to, so I was struggling just a tad bit. So I'm pretty sure those blue glitters are the same color, but just in case they weren't, I do stick to using the last 3 glitter options on the front half of the week, and then the first glitter option on the last half of the week, just in case those blues are different in any way. I've held them up to each other and I'm pretty sure they're the same, but just in case, I wanted to make sure I was staying consistent. So I only use 2 glitter headers during the week, but I think this sheet has enough if you were to do 3 glitter headers and put foil overlays over top. I'm not entirely sure though. I didn't count it out, but I think there might be like 28 foil header overlays on that sheet. And see, there was that piece giving me a little bit of trouble. Luckily though, it was one of my last ones. So now we're gonna flip back to the first half of the week and work on the sidebar here. I always struggle with finding how to lay out my sidebar with these kind of shrunken half boxes, especially when there's only 8 in a kit. It's okay for me when there's 9 because I can use a full box at the top and the bottom, and then the checklist I usually put in the middle. But this kit only had 8 full boxes and 1 checklist, so I do end up having to finesse it just a little bit here in a little while. But I don't usually use this much whiteout, but since these boxes are kind of like a tannish white background, I knew the lines would show through, which mostly doesn't bother me, but I don't know, since I took extra care and made this a little more pretty with the foil, I did want to remove those lines that way. It looked nicer. And I always try to use her scallop box in the sidebar just because it doesn't match the leftover scallops I have. But it just, I mean, as you'll see here, it just did not work out for this week. And I even tried to follow the same formula I'd used with the fairy tale kit, but it wasn't working for me. So I do end up pulling in this, I think this was the Winter Bloom, it was Winter something, that is still in Kane's shop. It's a Print Pression washi, and it does have hollow foil, which I am not a hollow lover, but this doesn't have too much of a shift to it, and when it does, it's more of like a blue to silver in my opinion. It doesn't have all the rainbow colors. So I figured it matched the silver well enough, and I liked the little bit of floral too, just because when I think of Alice in Wonderland, one of the main things I think of is the scene where she's talking to the flowers. So I thought this was perfect to pull in. And I am of the opinion, probably the unpopular opinion, that hollow and silver do not match. And I also just don't like hollow, so there's that. But I do like it for this spread. I'm just going in with my little metal ruler from, I believe it's from Michael's. I think I always go through this. I can't remember if it's from Michael's or from Hobby Lobby, but I'm pretty sure it's from Michael's. And then the slice tool, which is from Amazon. And that was perfect there for me for filling up space, but still leaving quite a bit of white space on the sidebar. And then bringing in, oh, I didn't say that, half box, the blue half box there is a Creating & Co. leftover. And then that blue book binge sticker is also from Creating & Co. as a leftover. And then bringing in some more of the silver foil header overlays just to match the rest of the spread. So the blue that I had from leftover Creating & Co. kits didn't fit very well, but I personally feel like most shades of blue match. You know, unlike red, where it can be really tricky to bring in different shades of red, blue is one of those kind of generic colors that has really good shade range. And then I've got this, it's kind of a taupe colored background with silver foil. It's a bow from Nikki Plus 3. Now moving into planning the week. So I don't have any plans for Monday, but on Tuesday I am pulling in a glitter flag from the kit that will mark my garbage pickup day. So that is a silver foiled sticker on clear paper from Sticky Sloth Designs. And then moving right along to Wednesday, because that's the only thing I had planned as I was filming this. Wednesday is the first day of spring, and I am so excited. I'm done with this crazy winter weather we've been having in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm ready for spring, for my flowers to pop up. I'm ready to get in the garden and to move things around. We'll finally be able to like throw open the windows and paint the living room and pull up the carpet, and I'm just so ready for spring projects. But both of these, basically, you can assume that any foiled sticker I have is from Sticky Sloth Designs. I think I'm going to stop telling you that it's from that shop because it is a mouthful. And if it's not from the shop, I will tell you where it's from. But then that scalloped label is, again, a Creating & Co. leftover. I'm pulling in the Plan Next Week. It's a header size. And then the little Erin Condren planner. I don't have an Erin Condren planner this year. As you can tell, I'm planning in a traveler's notebook that's a B6 size, but because filming my plan with me takes a bit of time, a good chunk of the day, it's nice to just kind of have stickers that take up that space. So then I've got this black quarter box from Creating & Co, and that paw print is a from, what is the shop, Sticky Station Stickers, I think that's it. That's to mark that Aoife needs flea meds. And then the work label is from a Scribble Prints Co leftover. So this quarter box from Creating & Co that I'm laying down right now is going to move because I do forget the weekend banner as per usual. But the I've got that oil can bottle icon. I printed those out from a printable shop. I believe I think it's Robin something Co. I will have that link down below. That's just to remind me to check my oil, because my car does have a minor oil leak, so I need to remember to check it more regularly. And then just using some more whiteout. And I'm gonna bring in the Print Pression washi tape again. So using it there towards the bottom of that notes section, which is my Happy Mail section. And then I'll bring it across the bottom of the to do and work to do section. So now I am just picking one of the headers at the bottom. I forgot that Chrissy has a Happy Mail mailbox icon. So the one I have picked is like to buy, but I do end up swapping it out for, I think, the work one, because that word is a lot smaller than to buy, and I can cover up the work script with the mailbox. And that's me remembering. So again, more undo, because why not? It is, though, necessary for this paper, because the paper is so smooth that it just rips right up. So I'm putting that checklist down for the moment, and I'm gonna go to working on the notes page. So I've got these two, they're kind of an off-white, like a cream, I guess you could say, scallop boxes from Creating & Co. And then I'm going to pull in the laptop icon from the kit, as well as the cleaning bucket and the vacuum cleaner from the kit. So the first column there is to mark my cleaning through the week, and then the second one is to mark my school-related activities. And then just because that vacuum is so giant and I would never be able to use it within the week of my spread, I always just put it in at the bottom there to fill in some of that white space. It basically acts as deco for my cleaning section. Alright, so now I've got that work label down and pulling in the Happy Mail mailbox. And then I'll pull that red checklist flag back in. And that's just going to mark whatever happy mail I have throughout the week. And the spacing on the hearts doesn't fit the spacing of these lines. I've even tried moving it down and it's not the right spacing, but it's fine. I usually only have at most like 1 or 2 things that come in throughout the week. And then I'm noticing it was kind of weird because some of the script stickers in this kit were off center, but like the rest of the icons were cut perfectly fine, so I'm not entirely sure what happened there with that. Thankfully they're script stickers that I don't use. And then realizing I had forgotten the weekend banner, I am pulling this quarter box and icon up because I am going to position the weekend banner at the top there. And then whiting out the script there on these 2 sections because I do have a big quote sticker to pull in this week. So it needs to extend into those 2 boxes, which is perfect because the second box there is a next week box, and I really don't use the next week box at all. So just pulling in some more glitter headers. I did pull in another strip of the Print Pression washi. And those are going to get foil header overlays as well because I have them, so I might as well use them. I'm bringing in all the foil this week. And that says, "We lose ourselves in books, we find ourselves there too," which is perfect, in my opinion, for Alice in Wonderland because, you know, I mean, if you know anything about it. It's also a book, obviously. And then I'm bringing in these heart deco pieces from that Sticky Slot Designs freebie. I probably wouldn't have used them anywhere else, but since this kit has so much blue in it and the hearts kind of remind me of the Queen of Hearts, I just thought that was perfect. And then there's it's a header length, but I don't know, I guess it's kind of like a page divider. I thought that would be nice just to kind of lay over the whiteout at the top there. Had to do a little wiggle there to see how it all looked. And that's where I was gonna start my little flip through of the week as a whole, until I forgot that I didn't lay down the weekend banner yet. And I did end up laying this like the slightest bit off center, and looking at my planner right now, it's really bothering me, but I don't think I care enough to want to fix it. So there's that. And then I'm gonna lay that quarter box back down after I flip it around and take off the icon, because now it has to go on the other side of the box there, and it wouldn't just peel up for me. So bringing in that undo again. It's the real MVP of this week. This week's plan with me, at least. I think even more so than the foil. Alright, and basically the last thing I'm going to do is show you the pen I'm using for this week, which is the Silver Pilot G2 gel pen in the 07 width. I don't know, millimeter, whatever it is. So that is it. I hope you enjoyed, and I will chat with you in the comments until my next video.